Welcome to episode 37 of Bottoms Up with Arsenal, and in this episode we play a Champions League quarter-final second leg tie against Borussia Dortmund, and then we go to Wembley in an FA Cup semi-final against their former club Crystal Palace. Welcome. So the last time you was with us was for the Champions League round of 16 second leg tie against Bayern Munich and the FA Cup quarter-final tie against Swansea, 3-0 win and a 3-1 win. We'll just go through the few matches that we've played off camera since the last episode. While I do that, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. The following game after Swansea was against Tottenham. It was a 1-1 draw at our place at the Emirates. Pataka picking up another injury. Nicolas Oviedo getting another goal. Marcus Leonardo put Tottenham 1-0 up in that game. If we have a look at the stats, where's the game? There it is. If we have a look at the stats for the game, as you see, it's a pretty even game, really. They quite heavily had the better of possession, but in terms of shots on target, it was pretty even. XG was more in our favour, but yeah, probably a 1-1 draw was probably the fair result. We then played Newcastle away and picked up a 2-0 win. Goals from Ethan Nwaneri and Mading Ochong in that game. Then we played Manchester United and unfortunately we lost 2-1. They scored through Hurto and Freitas, presumably their regens. And we actually took the lead with Shaquille Van Persie in the 15th minute. And we'll have a look at the stats for that game as well. And as you can see, stats-wise, XG was pretty even. United slightly edged it. They had more shots and shots on target. They also had more possession. So overall, they probably deserved to just about edge a winner in that game. Then we had the UEFA Champions League quarter-final first leg tie against Borussia Dortmund, and another comfortable first leg win for us. Nick Jonas-Schmetz getting 2 goals and Shaquille Van Persie getting 2 as well. We was actually 3-0 up before Mariano Diaz pulled one back for Dortmund to make it 3-1, and then obviously Van Persie in the 66th minute making it 4-1. Then we played Wolves in the Premier Division and a nice comfortable 3-0 win at home. Bukayo Saka getting a couple of goals and Nick Jonas-Schmetz also getting a goal in the 91st minute. And yeah, we played quite a rotated team in this game. I mean, pretty much almost a fully rotated team. And as we wanted to rest players between the two legs of the Champions League, and with Wolves being Wolves, they're in the bottom half of the table, as you can see there, it kind of gave us the opportunity to do just that. So that brings us on to who we're playing today in Borussia Dortmund and Crystal Palace. Our quest to reach the final and win it in the Champions League continues. We can also still win the FA Cup as well. Obviously, we lost out in the Carabao Cup final to Manchester City earlier on in the season. But yeah, let's get into the first of today's games. I believe we're playing the winner of this, PSG and AC Milan, in the semi-final if we get through this game. And PSG, as you can see, after winning the away leg 2-0, they're heavy favourites to be the team that we face in the semi-final. And this is a team that we're going to go out to play Dortmund with. So we've got Restes in goal, Chambers left back, Pataka right back, Escalada and Kayunda in the middle. The two Silvers in midfield, not brothers, in case you're new to the channel and you're wondering. Van Persie on the left, Nwaneri on the right, and Mahara in behind Schmetz. If we look down here, we've got Nicolas Oviedo, who is out injured at the moment. He's out for another 5 to 11 days, so he won't feature in today's episode. It's also worth mentioning with Warren Zaire-Emery as well, by the way. He's obviously out on loan at the moment to Lazio, and he does have a clause in his contract that they pay us 48 million after he's played 15 matches. He's currently played 11 matches. He's got to play another 4 matches between now and the end of the season. And if we look at Lazio, they're second in Serie A. There's they play 38 games. They've got 6 league games left. If we actually look at their schedule, where's their schedule? Can I not see their schedule? Oh, there we go. So if we actually have a look, can you not? It's not. This is a weird schedule. I'm assuming they're not in any European competition. I don't know. It's looking a bit weird, but maybe it's because it's on Serie A. Let's click on Lazio. Oh, here we go. This is looking a bit more like it. So they've got 6 more league games to go and a second leg of an Italian Cup semi-final. So 7 more games basically to go. They did win the first leg against Napoli 3-2. There could be a final as well, but yeah, 6-7 games. He's got to make 4 more appearances. I'm really hoping they do give him those appearances so they pay that fee for him. But let's get into the actual game itself. We have got a couple of players on a yellow card as well. Escalada and Thiago Silva are 1 yellow card away from suspension, so they would miss the first leg of the semi-final if they get booked. Same with Mading Ochong as well. And the last thing we want is Mading Ochong getting suspended at the same time as Thiago Silva, because that's both ball-winning midfielder players that would be suspended. Right, enough waffling. Let's get into the game. And here we go. Right, so there's a Borussia Dortmund side. Not a great deal in there that I recognise from real life. I don't think Varela maybe. Martinez, depending on what Martinez it is, of course. And there's our team. Right, let's get into the game. Let's stop waffling and whatever else. They're playing a 4-3-3 formation, which is a formation we come up against fairly frequently. Nwaneri takes the corner, puts the ball into the box. It's cleared, but Mahara picks up the loose ball, going down the right. Eventually gets a cross in, and Van Persie, I think it was, it hit the post or hit the crossbar, and we've come close to a 1-0 win. What we don't want is Dortmund scoring an early goal, because if Dortmund score an early goal and make it 4-2 on aggregate, then it can just cause a few nerves. And they have got the ball at the moment on the highlight. They play it inside, Vitali, and it goes through to Restes in the goal. It's now back with us to Joshua Chambers. He's going to go back to Escalada. Nice ball for Shaquille Van Persie. He gives it to Thiago Silva. Schmetz is through, and Schmetz has missed. It's been saved actually by the goalkeeper. Mahara will take the corner from the left-hand side. He'll put the ball into the box, and it's over the bar, and it looks like it's going to be a goal kick to Dortmund. So quite an eventful start to the game. Vitali with a free kick that's gone over the bar, but it's either taken a deflection off the wall or saved from the keeper. The corner gets put in, but it's cleared away, but it's only cleared for another corner. We are, of course, playing at the yellow wall in Dortmund. Ball into the box. It's not really cleared. Varela puts it in back into the box. It now is cleared, and Mahara can lead a breakaway for us. This could be dangerous, but he doesn't find the right pass. So I do apologise. I've got a bit of a itchy nose. I don't know if it's something to do with hay fever or whatever, but yeah, just a bit of an itchy nose. So I do apologise. So coming up to the half an hour mark, there's been quite a few highlights in this game, and not a great deal in terms of quality shots on target. I mean, according to the statistics, we've only created 1 clear-cut chance. Dortmund haven't created any, and that is half time, and it's 0-0 at half time. We start the second half, no substitutions. And obviously what we would like is, I'd like to take Escalada off and Thiago Silva. Actually, who's got a yellow card for us? Someone has got booked. I don't know if something's telling me it could be Escalada. But here's Mahara. Gives it to Nwaneri. This is dangerous, and Nwaneri's gone wide. No, it's Van Persie that's got the yellow card. That's fine. So with an hour played, I think we're not going to take any more chances. We'll take Escalada off for Amir Jusic, I think. Yeah, Amir Jusic. And Thiago Silva can come off. He won't come off for Mading Ochong, but he can come off for Roger Giardini, I think. At least that way we know that neither of those are going to be suspended for the first leg against what I'm assuming is going to be PSG. I mean, what we could actually do here for the time being is put on the latest scores. And yeah, PSG are 1-0 up, so it's likely to be PSG that we're facing in the next round. Let's make another couple of substitutions. Pataka can come off for Palau. I think we'll take Mahara off for Galay. And then we leave our one substitution for another 5-10 minutes. You know how I feel about not wanting to get an injury when we've already used all their substitutions. So I think we'll take that substitution. Now, Alistair Bruce can come on for Shaquille Van Persie. He's not been effective at all in this game. A bore draw, to be honest, but we're 4-1 up on aggregate, 3 minutes of it and added time. And we've got the job done away from home. A 0-0 draw in the away leg. You'll always take that in an away leg. PSG through to the semi-final as well. So we will play them in the next round. If we have a look at the competition, and it will be Man City or Tottenham against Barcelona or Inter. If we have a look at what happened in that game before, so Man City and Tottenham are level at 2-2 and Barcelona and Inter are level at 1-1. Okay, so I'll see you back here for the game against Crystal Palace, and I'll let you know who we're facing in the semi-finals of the Champions League. Okay, so we play PSG in the semi-final. Tottenham will play Barcelona in the other semi-final. Barcelona are looking really dangerous in this competition, I have to say. And I would probably rather face Tottenham in the final if we get there than Barcelona. And can you imagine that as well, that we win our first ever Champions League trophy by beating our North London rivals Tottenham in the final. There's quite a degree of symmetry to that. But talking of semi-finals, we have got the Crystal Palace semi-final today against Crystal Palace in the FA Cup. I just want to show you the Premier League a moment, because obviously we're top of the table and we're 7 points clear of Man City and 8 points clear of Tottenham with a game in hand on Tottenham, 10 points ahead of Manchester United with a game in hand on them. But with 5 games to go, we've scored 107 goals in the Premier League this season compared to conceding just 19. We have a goal difference of 88. Now, if we look back over previous, I'm not going to go back over the last 13 years, but we won the league with 97 goals scored last season, only 20 conceded. But that year there, we scored 116, only conceded 19. Our tactic is incredible. I don't know if it's an incredible tactic or if just the team's amazing. The season before that, we were in 4th with 67 scored, 34 conceded. But the team that won it only had 94. So yeah, we are, I'd say we're probably on for beating our record from this season here, which is what, the 2033-34 season, where we scored 116 goals. And the fact we only conceded 19 then, which is what we're on now. So yeah, we're just a really good attacking team and a really good defensive team. And hopefully I've not cursed myself in saying that right before we play this game here and we end up getting beaten 5-0 or something stupid like that. Right, there's no changes to the team. So we've got Restes in goal, Chambers at left back, Pataka at right back, Escalada and Kayunda in the middle. The Silver boys in the midfield, Van Persie and Nwaneri out wide with Mahara in behind Schmetz. Same players on the bench. And what I might do actually is, if we bring Janelle France, I'll bring Mading Ochong onto the bench. I think that's probably going to be the only change we do make. Yes, it is. And let's get into the game. We're at Wembley in front of 90,000 fans, of course. Not all our fans, obviously. And we look at the Crystal Palace team. Let's see who we recognise from when we was here. So Borkelmans is there, Ide is there, Chandler, Martin Fernandez, Emerson Fernandez, Sergio Pacini, Duchesney. So we know all of them. In terms of the subs bench, Jackson Makado is still there as well. Akas Vatney is still there. Mensah is there. So yeah, there's still a lot of players there, considering we've been gone 3-4 years from Crystal Palace now. And there you go. There's our form. Let's get into the game. FA Cup semi-final day. We want that day out at Wembley again for the FA Cup final. I have said it before on this channel that I think they kind of ruin it a little bit when by having the semi-finals at Wembley, kind of takes away the special occasion that the final would be. Mahara with the corner. It goes back to Mahara. And he shoots it over the bar. Yeah, I just think when it's just the FA Cup final at Wembley, it makes the FA Cup final feel more of a special occasion, more of a special day out. But these days it's the case that when they play the FA Cup final, the two teams that are in it have already been to Wembley for the semi-final. So yeah, I just think it takes a little bit away from that. Let me know in the comments what grounds you think should be used for playing a semi-final on a neutral venue. I've always said that, and there's a goal for me from Ranieri, 27th of the season, Pataka with the assist. I've always said I'd like to see it played at bigger grounds that are not the bigger clubs, if that makes sense. So, for example, I think the Stadium of Light for Sunderland, I think, would be a great place to have a semi-final, because it's a team that's not up there. You know, they're not one of the big 6, 7, 8 teams. They're, you know, they could do with the money for it as well. You know, there should be a percentage that goes to them. Duchesne's just equalised for Palace. Maybe I'm not paying the game enough attention. But yeah, I just think something like the Stadium of Light would be a good place. I quite like the Molineux where Wolves play as well. I think that's quite a nice atmospheric stadium. Right at the end of the half, Crystal Palace have a corner. Duchesne takes it. We partially clear our lines, but they still have it. It's with Duchesne again, and it's, oh my God, it's 2-1. It's a Joshua Chambers own goal, and Crystal Palace have come from 1-0 down. VAR is going to look at it. He's probably going to give it, to be fair. Oh, he's disallowed it. Wow. VAR has come to our rescue, because that has been a poor end to that half. I mean, to be fair, we've not actually been that great in terms of getting their shots on target. But yeah, they almost got 2 goals in the last 6 minutes of the half. So, point the finger. You simply have to be better in front of goal. At least start hitting the target more often. I think that's quite appropriate, really. They're bringing on Jackson Makado for Sergio Pacini. And yeah, we need to do better, because that was a poor first half from us. And we almost Crystal Palace are dominating possession. I'm not really sure how that's happening. I think Crystal Palace are actually around the relegation zone. Right, we need to make some changes. So Van Persie can come off. He's having a terrible game. We bring Saka on, I think, in his place. Schmetz is injured. Could probably do coming off as well. But the problem we've got there is who we're replacing him with, to be quite honest. So Nwaneri could replace him up top. Put Saka out there, and Alistair Bruce can go on the left. I mean, Escalada and Chambers are not having a particularly good game either. I think I'm going to bring Nikolic on for Joshua. I'm actually making 3 changes. I very rarely make 3 changes in one go. But I think we need to do something, because otherwise we're in danger of losing an FA Cup semi-final to Crystal Palace. Right, we have a free kick. Mahara takes it. Oh, not really too sure what happened there. Just seemed to bounce through to the goalkeeper. Right, I'm going to make another couple of changes. Bruno Silva can come off for Giardini. And I think I might just leave it at that for the time being. Just the one change. Because there is every chance as well this could be going to extra time. Right, but get another highlight. Here's Pataka, Takayunda. Nikoli, oh, he's gone and got himself sent off. Oh, that absolute tool. Oh, what are we going to do now? Because we're probably, I was thinking of changing Kenta Mahara anyway, but it looks like he's going to have to drop back there, and we bring Jusic on. I mean, this is their 3rd left back of the game now. It's a good job I did leave a substitution, really, wasn't it? Oh, we're down to 10 men. We're not playing. I mean, to be fair, this part of the stats, we're actually now the better team. But time's run out, and it's going to be extra time. And I really didn't think we'd be playing extra time against Crystal Palace. We will have one more substitution we can make, but I might leave that until the start of the second half of extra time. I mean, we're down to 10 men. I just thought, do I go attacking? But we're down to 10 men. I can't really go attacking when we're down to 10 men. Right. Where's me? Why can't I make a substitution? Right. Right, what's their final substitution going to be? I mean, we've got Galay that could come on, but we haven't got a central midfielder. Mading Ochon could come on for Thiago Silva. Oh, I don't know what we do. I don't know what we do. I think that's probably going to be the change I make. I mean, you look at that team now, there's not many players left on the pitch that actually started the game. And it looks like it's going to be a penalty shootout if we can't sort our act out beforehand. And 5 minutes left of extra time. They have a highlight now. It's with Kwaku Mensah to Olsen, gets the ball in the box, and they've scored. Oh no. We're out of the FA Cup at the semi-final stage to Crystal Palace. Oh, don't believe it. They've beaten us. Oh, well, not a great episode today. A draw away from home against Dortmund and a defeat at Wembley against Crystal Palace. That is not a good, and hopefully this is not the sign of things to come. Hopefully this is not, because these two performances, Schmetz is out for a week. These performances have not been the norm, I have to say. Right, let's have a look at where we are. We'll probably come back for Chelsea in the league and PSG's second leg of the UEFA Champions League game. So we'll play Brentford, Liverpool and the first leg against PSG off camera. We'll come back for this, which will be in tomorrow's episode. So thank you very much for watching, folks. Please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.